everyone! Today we'll be making a terrarium. As you can see, I've got quite a few. This coloured glass one is a favourite. They're essentially mini ecosystems that are created for plants that like high humidity. This here is my biggest terrarium that is housed inside a repurposed reptile tank. I have high humidity low ventilators in here, as well as a pitcher plant. Right, which jar should we use today? I think we'll go with this one. So we've got our jar. It's a medium-sized jar that's quite tall. We want to fill it up no more than a third to halfway. This is to allow enough room for air circulation. For our materials, besides the glass jar, we'll need chopsticks or tweezers to be our extended fingers, a spade, pumice or stones for drainage, sphagnum moss for moisture, soil, activated charcoal, disinfected driftwood pieces, disinfected decorative stones, and some moss. I harvested this from my outdoor garden today. And of course, our plants. Make sure you choose those that like humidity, such as ferns and peperomias. Pitcher plants are also a very good choice. You'll also need a spray bottle, so let's get started. First, we'll need to prepare our soil mix. I use a container and mix together soil with a good handful of sphagnum moss. Mix them all together really well. If the moss pieces are a bit long, just tear it up with your hands. Okay, it's ready now. We're going to put in our first layer, which is the pumice. You want a nice thick layer that covers the bottom of the jar fully. Pat it down to compact it. Next, add the activated charcoal. Roughly a couple of teaspoons should suffice. Deactivated charcoal helps with preventing mold by purifying the water and air in the jar. Now we'll add in the soil mix. Compact it, add in some more soil, and then pat it down again. So there we are, our first 3 layers. So the fun starts now, and that's the landscaping. You can start landscaping by creating tiers. It's also a good time to add and position driftwood, if you're using it. This gives you a rough visual of where to plant the plants. Get your chosen piece and place it as firmly in as possible. You can add more soil as necessary. I think it looks pretty good. So the plants now. I've got here some baby tears, a button fern, it's nice and green, Pelea, and also peperonia. Mix and match to get a combination of height and colour you like. Before potting, remove the plant from its pot. Take off as much excess soil as possible. If you see a paper or net-like thing, remove that. It's ready now, so we'll put it into the jar. Position the plant, and then using your chopsticks, arrange and press it into place. Pick up some soil and fill it in as needed. Do the same for all of the plants. A mix of low-lying and tall plants will give character to the terrarium, so don't be afraid to move things around if you need to. It's all part of the process. See how the terrarium's taking shape now? Right, a final touch of baby tears, and here we are, all planted out. I really like the texture of the Pelea leaves and how it contrasts with the darker foliage of the fern. With the driftwood, it really looks like a mini forest in there. Okay, let's finish it off with some of the colourful stones we've got. Place the stones strategically to hide any imperfections or to hold any wobbly bits in place. Here's a very pretty red stone. Let's just add that in. Give it a once over. If you're happy with it, then it's time to spread some water. This is to help water the plants and clean off excess dirt. Using a napkin, wipe away the excess water around and inside the jar. Right, and now let's do some final touches. Put the lid on and we're finished. So here we are, it's the finished terrarium. Isn't it gorgeous? I think it's a really great way to introduce plants into your life, as it's very easy to care for. I also find making them a great distressing process. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.